Today I'm working on some parts I got for the 34. I got the original suspension parts, which were independent front suspension. Yesterday I started soaking these in CLR. I was soaking the bushings, see if I can get them loosened up. Take a look and see what they look like today. Wow. Wow, much cleaner. Here's the other one. This one also very nice. Let's take a minute to maybe power wash these, and I want to soak them in some oil. They were all rusty like the rest of these. Not even sure I didn't try to move the mount on that. So let's see. Alright. Switch this to on. A bit choke. Wow, pretty remarkable. Alright. Let me pour some of this back in here. I'll use these cups to, I'll use these cups to fill with oil, and then I'll soak those bushings in oil. See if I can get them to turn. I also got the leaf springs and the other drum. Let's take a look at those A-arms. Wow. Very nice. See if by some chance these will turn. Maybe not. Oh, there you go. This one did. This one did as well. This one wants to. We'll soak these in some oil and see how they look after that. Right on. That's good news. Well, heck, this one may need a bushing. Take a look and see what we got here. We want to dismantle these. These are the original brake rotor or brake drums out of a 1934 Plymouth. These are the original A-arms out of a 34 Plymouth PE. It had independent front suspension, the 1 year only. And in the 34 we're building, somebody put a straight axle in it. Not sure what the axle's out of, but I'm going to replace that straight axle and put the original front suspension in with disc brakes, power disc brakes. Let's see. These some excellent parts for somebody who's restoring back to original. Rudder bearing. This drum and hub are all one assembly. Drum looks fine. Alright. Not sure what I'm doing, but get the steering arm off. I'm gonna need this steering arm. Alright. Not sure if that comes off or not, and I may need a deep well socket for it. That's not doing anything. Let me get some tools. I'll be right back. Start. All right, I got a couple of tools here. The brake line. I'm gonna save this banjo bolt. This may be a hard to find item. Although I'll have to take it back out when I knock that kingpin out. Alright, those are spring tensioners. Trying to get the spindle off from the back plate. There we go. Perfect. It's all original. These bolts are actually for the brake cylinder. We'll clean all those up and see if there's any interest in them. Put this nut back on here to protect these threads. I don't know. We may not be using these spindles, but just in case, I want to preserve them in good condition. And these were for steering arm. They were actually part of these bolts. Looks like the steering arm is going to go on with these two bolts that actually hold the brakes. Look at this one. Let's see what we can do with this backside. Nope, still nothing. All right. Coming. Oh, there you go. And this drum looks good too. Yep. Here's another one. These are two good spindles. I just need to knock these kingpins out if I decide to replace these. Well, I'm gonna power wash these parts a little bit to clean them up. Those parts as well. These I'm gonna soak in some oil in those same cups. I'm gonna rinse them out. Put a little bit of regular motor oil in there and see if I could soak those and get them to move and clean up a little bit. All right, thanks for watching. All right, I got a little bit of oven cleaner here. I'm spraying these parts down. I'm going to power wash them. This oven cleaner is really good for these kind of parts to get the top layer of paint, rust, whatever off of them. Got a couple prepared already. The back plate and the brake cylinder. After this, I'll be full of water and a bunch of soot, so that'll probably be it for the day. These others have been soaking there for a little bit. Let me crank this up and let's get it washed up. And these are going to go in some oil. I will show you what I'm going to do with those. separate those kingpins from those spindles and get everything else painted up and see if anybody wants them.